Where you
They,
guys going?
howdy there. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing a video because my YouTube guy, one of the people on my YouTube, well, a couple of them asked me to do a beginning DayZ thing and show them how to play, and it helps the community. Here's two other guys. Be careful. There's a killer back in that red house over there. He tried to kill me, so he's got a crowbar and he's going to try to hit you if you get near him. These two are friendly here. Now I know I've run across a lot of friendly people in this town, but that's because they're new players, and because we could have got lucky and found a couple nice people. But on the majority of this, you're going to find bandits. As you can see there, did you want to try to fight him? There. Now, if they would put up their dukes, you'll still run faster than them if you just go. Uh, and as you see there, it is more common. I'm not going to blame them for wanting to fight, because if they turned around, if I was a bad dude or anything like that, they don't know me from my my YouTube videos that I'm a cool dude. I could hit them in the back and get the jump on them, and that happens a lot. That people will trick you, be like, "Oh, here, man, here's some medical supplies." They'll drop them on the ground, and then when you go to pick them up, they'll beat you in the back of the head. And then here we see kind of someone coming. Hey, you guys, watch out! Someone's coming from the back, right there. He's right there. Hey, we're a friendly dude. Don't we're just doing a video thing.
Hey.
Uh, and you can see here, everyone just starting out in their normal stuff, and we don't have a lot of loot in this town because so many of us start here. So it's really important to grab what you can and get moving towards north. Now if I die, I'm just going to respawn for you guys and show you more of the video, but when you're in this, you need to get them moving and look for a well. Have you guys seen a well around here?
There's
Yeah, there's
one
one
north of here.
uh northwest.
Okay.
It's in the town.
Okie doke. A well is extremely important to find when you're starting out. Now, if we can find it, I'll show you what it looks like. In one of my other videos, I showed you it without me doing a video for it, but this beginner's guide, I need to show you guys when I start out that I'm going to be looking for a well. Now, remember, be mindful, because a guy with a crowbar was in this red house, and he tried to kill me, so be careful. You can see that this has a really realistic way it does the terrain, the hills, the houses and everything. So that's why it's going to be really good for me to teach you in this about survival as well, and show you some tips of, because I do realistic survival in real life, so that'll help as well. And these guys are kind enough to show me a well. There it is. You'll notice a well, it's like the old pump handle wells, and that's what will be working in the apocalyptic situation. There'll be no electricity in old pump handle wells. See, the way these worked back in the day is when you pump this, it pumps air down there, and that into a tube, and that sends the water up because it forces the water to by pressure to come up the pipe. And you just get down here and you press your use key on and it says drink water. Now I know it says you drink some water from a pond, but that is just there as a placeholder. It'll say well eventually, but normally when you drink from a pond, you'd probably get sick, but in this case you won't get sick. But drink your fill a lot, because you're gonna need to come back to this often unless you drink a ton. You've noticed I've drank from this like 20 times here, and that'll set us for a little while. But overall, keeping a location of a well is key to surviving in DayZ, because you can find canteens and bottled water, bottled containers to fill up with water, and the well is always going to be clean. Whereas if you got it from a pond, it's not going to be clean, and you'll probably crap yourself to death with a disease or get worse. I don't mind moving north with you guys. Now, one of the big things I want to stress, as in real life, in this, if you get water from a pond, you need to use the water purifying tablets on it that you get in first aid kits or you find around here. But in real life, now they found that bleach does not purify water 100% anymore. You can find that on the CDC site. It's a recent update because so many people thought bleach would do it and thought the water tablets would do it, but it does not do it now. If there is feces in the water, there's nothing you can do besides like distillation and boiling to be 100% safe that I know of. So don't think that having a little bit of bleach will save you from now on. It could still get you in trouble in a survival situation. Remember to carry a container that can boil in or something like that. If you do a lot of survival, a stainless steel container will last you your life. Get it, and you won't regret it. Okay, guys, you want to move north. Oh, by the way, the channel will be the YouTube channel is Barbarian Bear. It's just Barbarian Bear on YouTube, and you can go to it, and you guys can say hi in the comments and stuff to the people because they're going to be seeing you on it. Let's go. Now we're going to move north. It's best that we move north with a killer in the town like that. He could sneak up on us when we're looting, and it's good to get a good sound group with you. Numbers gives you a little bit of advantage, especially because if someone shoots one of us, the others can scatter and run while the other dies. It's sound survival, in a situation like that, it's sound survival to run if someone's shot. You can see the trees look very realistic. I hike a lot, and this game, that never ceases to amaze me on how it looks so lifelike, the trees do, and how they wave and everything. In games like Skyrim, I don't get the sense that it's the trees are realistic. Even on the bark on these, you can see some of the bark texture here is like oak, and these right, like this one right here, can look like an oak or a even a maple, and I have a few of those around me, and they look exactly bark-wise, practically. So it's pretty cool. And you can see right here, this will have pine, bark and stuff like that, or any kind of here. Let's see. Yeah, these aren't pine. I wonder what these are. Supposedly they could be, could be pine. And you'll find these little old rock fence rows here. These things actually exist. I found some of these while hiking where people made old fences, even out of old trees. They'll plant a row of Osage orange trees where I live, and then they will take and cut them down as fence posts and use those. Or they'll just leave the tree up as basically a row, because animals don't like crossing Osage orange trees. You can see here the terrain, it just fits. Now, if we had a vehicle, we'd be moving a lot faster, but vehicles won't be added for some time. They're working on them as we speak. You can see the realistic road signs and everything. That's telling you there's a sharp turn here. Now, when you see these barns, you should head towards them. They sometimes have really nice loot, and you can see here we're going up to a big factory, and these factories look exactly like real factories. Recently there was one torn down, well, not recently, but a couple years back, one just similar to that was torn down near me, because I lived in the boonies, and they used to run a lot of hogs out here, but when the hog market bottomed out, people stopped running hogs. You can see here is firewood on the ground. Now, the firewood, what it will come in handy with is you'll be able to start a fire. You'll find matches, or you'll find maybe even flint later on, or fire still, and you'll be able to light fires with that, and they'll keep you warm, and you'll be able to cook on them. Now, here's a wrench. This will be the first weapon we found, and it's just a normal old wrench. Now, with a melee weapon, you'll be able to put it up here in your inventory, and it goes on your back. And we'll put that in the hot slot here. You can put it in 1. And to pull that out, you just press the 1 key, and there you go. Now, to hit, you're just going to use the right mouse button, like that. You'll see. And it swings for you. And it makes a bullet noise now, but there will be no bullet noise after they fix it. That's confirmed. And to put it away, of course, you want to press 1, and it sticks it back on your back, and then you can run fast again. Now, you'll see this red chain link on my screen right now. That means I'm lagging a little bit, and I have the chance of getting disconnected. Now, this happens sometimes on the servers right now. Oh, you can see he found a hat. Now, that's not a beanie, but that's I forget what they're called, but it's a kind of hat. Now, he's putting up his hands like surrender and stuff like that. You can do that with is that the? I know F1 is the wave. Which is those? That's F2. Now, I never do this, and I'll tell you why. Remember in the first video, in the first part of the video, I told you when I see someone and they go, "Hey, stop right there," I book. I run, and I look for corners and stuff to hide behind, because they're not going to hit you usually if you're running, and they can't catch you if they have their gun out. They just can't catch you when you're running with your hands empty compared to running with a gun. And if they spend the time to put away their gun, you'll be long gone if you're using the corners. Like, say, if someone came in their door down there and said, "Freeze," you'd immediately, do not even think, just run out this door, run around this building, run, and start running over up the hill, and get cover as fast as possible. Run into any cover you can. make your way to the cover, because that's how I survived so long on the normal. I hardly ever die because of that, and that's why I've lived for, since I've lived for so long. My character literally has not died once, and I've been injured with bullets, and for that sense, as soon as I get shot, I do not stop. I just book. And when I'm shot at, when I hear a bullet drop, I'm gone. Even if it wasn't at me, even if it was a zombie over from me, I'm gone. I'm just Sonic mode. Pew! You book. I can't stress this enough. I don't want you guys to go into this game and get killed and griefed a ton. So, yeah, I know it's like, I don't want to run from a fight, but swallow pride and book. Oh, you can see here, the military beret thing, that's going to pop up. It's not a bug, or, it's just in the game right now. They just added the military berets, so it's just going to be something they work out with the next patch. Now, this is alpha, remember. Thanks for watching, and remember to join me in the next video. And as always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.